And we're back.
You jerk ass.
Hey, welcome to the Cavalry, folks. Go Chiefs.
Wow. You saved that too. Johnny did not put on his stupid Chiefs hat till right when we started and really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And also, where did you get a Chiefs hat?
I got a Chiefs hat from Edie and Duncan. I don't know, my birthday or Christmas last year because they're my second favorite team.
Well, they should be because you are now leaped ahead in the picks contest because of the stupid Saints.
That's right. And that was a unenjoyable game for me to take in, just asking Siri.
Yeah, I know. And this is the guy I'm losing to who so it's like, man, it's funny, Johnny, he's like watches football and it's like teams he's really interested in, but doesn't follow it all the time.
Correct.
And doesn't have a fantasy team. And then we're gonna make these picks. And I'm like, oh man, that's kind of embarrassing to lose to a guy who's like not even paying attention. And then I'm texting with Johnny about the game. And I'm like, well, you don't have it doesn't have ESPN. He's like, I have no way of watching this game. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of games you can't watch when you don't have ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
I should have picked. Well, that's why my pick for next week is the Packers. I'll be able to
You've
watch
already
it.
made your pick. Oh my god, I haven't even looked
I
at
already
it.
made my pick.
Okay.
Yeah, we bring our
That's why
picks
I'm
to the
losing.
table, baby. What?
This is why I'm losing is because I don't look at it ahead of time and then I panic and make some pick right after.
No. You know what? I literally looked it up after we just talked 10 minutes ago. So the rest of my walk, I was looking at the schedule.
I'm gonna be distracted the rest of this
All right, then while you look at the
I'm
schedule,
gonna be buying picks from touts on the internet.
I picked the Packers are playing Sunday against the Cardinals, and I looked it up. The Packers are favored. It said like 56 or 59%, but the spread or the line, whatever, is -5. So Packers have to win by more than 5.
Wait, who are they playing?
The Cardinals.
Really?
On Sunday, yeah.
Wow. So who are you taking? Packers?
Yeah, you gonna take the Cardinals?
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Oh, here we go again. I love it. This is making it interesting.
Well, I just don't. Why is it so big? That's such a big number. And also, the terminology is -5. Not.
What did I say?
You said -5. But how dare I?
Depends where you're from. In Wisconsin, we say -5.
Yeah, us real us cheeseheads. We have a different way of.
Yeah, we own the team, Andrew. So I don't know how the corporate fans do it.
You should buy some Packer stock.
Should.
I'm guessing you're not actually invested.
Nah, but I got a hat. The kids have jerseys.
Hey, there you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go against you until I catch up. But this is disastrous because if I start falling really far behind, then I'm screwed. This is actually it's a little early to get desperate, but
I like it. Because you know what? The Packers could win by 4 and you'll even up our
exactly. And the Saints, I actually thought they had a pretty good chance to cover that game. As we were watching, they were like driving only down like 2 or something, and then it all fell apart on them. And you know what? It sucks betting against Mahomes too. Like you're watching the game and you're like, oh, they just need to, and you're like, they're never gonna stop him. Once he's just like does his little magic, and it's like exactly the same thing we talked about before the Super Bowl. Just if you were just an idiot and you looked at it like, wait, they have Patrick Mahomes, why would you ever bet against him? And then you're right. So
you ever hear that? There was like a clip I saw online of it. It's a street joke. Norm Macdonald was telling the street joke about the guy that's like a big gambler, and he's like, "Oh man, I gamble on football every single game I lost. I can't believe I lost. I took all my money. I bet on NBA. I had all the inside information, and none of them panned out. I lost all my money, and then I started, so then I bet on soccer." And I lost, I didn't win a single one. I don't know I got terrible luck. And the guy's like, well, you could always bet on golf. And he goes, I don't know anything about golf.
That's a great joke.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. How was your weekend? Speaking of jokes, how was your weekend?
Good. I was in Peoria, Illinois, the old jukebox.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was fun. More on that in post-show banter.
Oh,
Last night.
okay. I
And then
thought you were being oddly political, dodging the. That's a bit that I was trying to work on, where Heidi, like with my wife, you can't, like, what I've learned. They talk about love language or whatever, but what I've learned is we can never come. There's no bigger fight in the world than if she overhears me committing us to something at a certain time. So if like
what do
I'm
you mean?
well, like if I'm on the phone with, like, my, let's say it was my parents or friends across the street or something, and she
Yeah.
just hears me go, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. We'll be there at 6:15." She loses, like,
If you haven't discussed it yet.
right. If we didn't approve it ahead, I can't get ready for why did you tell him it would be there at 6:15? Now I got, it's a disaster. So if anybody ever tries to ask me what time we're ever going to be anywhere, you have to be like a politician at the debate. It's
Yeah.
like, so
Leave it open.
ask me when we should meet in the lobby. Let's say we're on a vacation. The Beaners and the Slaters are on a vacation together.
All
And
right.
uh,
Yeah, we got to get the kids to the pool. What time should we meet in the lobby?
well, Johnny, I grew up in a middle class family, and you can't. I'm less worried about what time we meet than meeting people where they're at.
Oh, all right. Well, does 6 work? Let's do 6.
So anyway, I just think we need to look at that, and that was the end of the bit.
All right, my turn. Now you do it to me.
Okay. Hey, Johnny, we were thinking we'd go out to dinner here. What time do you want to meet downstairs?
You know, I don't think we should be friends anymore. I
You guys
can't
are,
chance it.
you guys are
I
late.
can't chance it. I live with my wife. I can't.
Just think, don't call us ever again. We'll call you. And
If
just,
we bump into you there randomly,
yeah, yeah,
that'd
that's
be
fine.
great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Hey, if it was meant to be, let it go. If you really love something, let it show up whenever it wants. And if you're both there at the same time, then it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it loves you back. Um,
How was your weekend?
I was good. Well, not great actually. It was 50-50. We did so. Tyler Bow and I, previous guests.
Yes, he's been on.
We went to we did this fundraiser in Bend for the Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Oh, I saw your post about it. How'd that go?
It was great. They were very nice. It was a auction, and a lot of wealthy people, and then they're pretty good
Does he
crowd.
have like a connection to that organization?
I just I think they've had him MC it
Oh,
like several years in a row.
okay.
But it is kind of funny because he really talks it up, like, oh, it's such a great organization, and you really like. And it's like, hey, buddy, you've been hosting for 6 years. I don't see your little brother anywhere, but
Mm.
he's got 2 kids. I mean, it would be really hard.
Time to talk, buddy.
Could you imagine, like, for you have 3 kids. Could you
Yeah.
imagine telling your wife, hey, honey, I've decided I need to be a big brother, and then just like on some Saturday going to going to the Badger game with some random kid. He just really needs it. He really needs this right now. And then your 3 kids and wife have to do everything.
Do people do that? Do people with kids do that?
I don't know. They must. I mean, how else? Every volunteer they have has no kids. I was thinking, like, if we never have another kid and then Ginger is out of the house, it would be a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Then also, like, as a road comic, it'd be tough because it's like bad enough to put your own kid through that, but then to have to
Right.
tell this abandoned kid, like, hey buddy, sorry, I picked up a casino outside Sacramento, so
You mind if we celebrate your birthday next month?
play catch with yourself, pal.
Yeah.
But that was good. But then, so, and we can talk about this more because you've been texting me with your woes about trying to market this Kansas City thing. But Tyler and I put together our own show in Coos Bay, Oregon. It's like on the coast. This really
Yeah.
cool old theater, and it seats like 700 people. But we had sold like 200 something tickets, and then also she wasn't we weren't selling tickets online day of, so all the tickets that were gonna be sold that day they should the phone she was like, the phone's ringing off the hook, we're gonna pack this place out. So we're feeling so good, and we get there at 2:30, and we're pulling in downtown, and there's no the stoplight is like just blank, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. This place, so it's such a small town, they don't even turn on the stoplights. Well, the power was out.
Oh God.
Power out. And then like, then you're like, okay, well, as long as it's 2:30, as long as it comes on by like 5, no big deal.
No.
5, 6, we're calling the lady, like, what do we do? She wants to wait, until the last second. Power never comes back on. So then what do you do? You're like, so the hotel didn't have power either. So we just drove back. We just drove back to Portland, and we had to like basically reschedule it and tell people your tickets would be good, but also obviously if you want a refund. So I'm like on Eventbrite, just refunding. Every refund is like
Oh
soul.
no.
So I'm just refunding all these tickets. Oh, it's a nightmare. Of all the stupid things you think about, the variables you're trying to like account for with like producing your own show, like
Yeah.
goddamn power outage is
Oh
not.
my God. That was what, Saturday?
That was Saturday. So we
Ah.
drove home. It was just such a depressing 4-hour drive back to Portland, where I'm like checking my phone, and every time my service comes back, there's like more people wanting the money back.
Oh no. Oh, that
And then they
sucks.
bitch at me. I really have sympathy for big organizations now, or big business, because then they'll go, because I've sent this exact email when you feel like I need my money back or I need a
Yeah.
refund. But they have this attitude, they write it like a lawyer. So they're like, I am writing in regards to the show that was supposed to have occurred at 7 p.m. in Coos Bay. There was a power outage, and I would like a total and complete refund. Goodbye. Like, you're just emailing the goddamn comedian who's out his ass because of the power outage. How
He
about a
just
little
lost his
sympathy?
ass. Yeah. Oh God, that's brutal.
So brutal. So then now we're gonna try and do it in February. That was the first. February is how long between me, Tyler, and the theater, the first date that we could find.
So how many, you said you sold over 200 tickets?
We sold about 200 tickets. I've probably refunded 50 or 60 of them, and then hopefully the rest. You never know. Some people more have still come in like today,
Yeah.
so you don't know. Maybe, well, I'm assuming we'll refund some more, but then maybe the rest of them will just hang on to their tickets, and then we'll just promote the show again when it gets closer in February. I was able to just change the date on the actual Facebook event and the Eventbrite,
Yeah.
so that like I don't have to change anything really. Like the tickets will just be good for a different.
Oh, I see.
But yeah,
Are you kind oh, are you kind of hoping the people that bought tickets that didn't ask for a refund, like forget about it, and then you can
yeah,
just
oh yeah, absolutely. Well, there's no capacity problem because the theater seats like 750 people, so it's like doesn't really even really matter.
yeah.
But yeah, what I'm kind of thinking, like, I should raise like what I should do is raise the
Raise
price.
the price and charge those people the difference.
Yeah. So if you got the refund and then you're like, oh, you know what? Let's go in February. Like, no, fuck you. Now it's $25.
Yeah.
You should have held on to your tickets, you asshole.
Yeah, you should have held on to those tickets for that show that got canceled, you asshole.
Yeah. Oh, and that was another person. They're like, they wrote that they spent $30 on a cab. Like it's my fault. Like, oh, I spent $30 on a cab, and then I'm like, what do you want me to refund that?
Did you write back? Yeah, I spent $300 on fucking ads
Yeah.
for Facebook, dipshit.
Hey, you can get your 300 from Zuckerberg. How about that? Why? Once you get that 300 back, then you can have, like, everybody wants it. Nobody wants anybody to take responsibility for it. Really, you should be emailing the power company for your money back, not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should
Um,
email the power company asking for a refund.
you should sue them. Don't ask them. Don't ask them. Sue them.
Sue them. Think how many times people have wanted to sue the power company. They must just laugh.
Yeah. You know what's funny though is the Verizon had an outage. You know, it was like I don't know bunch of hours, and I was like, oh, they should pay off my phone. I shouldn't have to pay this
Yeah.
month's bill because I was out of service for
Yeah.
3 or 4 fucking hours. That is unbelievable.
And then what'd you actually do?
I didn't do anything. I just
Yeah.
bitched about it to everyone I came in contact with, except for Verizon.
Yeah, I had like, when a flight's delayed or something, I'm not one of these idiots who goes on Twitter or whatever and unacceptable, unacceptable frontier.
Oh, I do.
I know you.
That's half my tweets, baby.
It's the only reason why you have a Twitter account.
I
But
know.
like, this is unacceptable. Like you're the CEO, like they give a shit. Oh, Johnny Gainer thinks this is unacceptable.
Oh shit.
Our
You
plane's barely
guys, the
away.
passenger in seat 26D is unhappy.
They're just laughing. Check it. Look at all these pissed off people on Twitter because we can't figure out how to fly our planes anymore. Uh, but in my head, like when I am on an airline, like when we went to Vegas, the Alaska flight was delayed and it wasn't weather, it was mechanical. And then they actually did that thing where you got on and you had to get off. Like we got like all
Oh, yeah.
the work and with a kid and everything. So just in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna send an email, and just get some free something. I'm just gonna be like, give me some miles or some,
Some headphones.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, some wired. I want 1,000 pairs of wired plastic headphones, please.
Yeah.
But then then it's like a day goes by and you're like, whatever, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's too much effort. So that's what I need. I need that energy from these ticket owners. If you can hear my voice and you bought a ticket to the Coos Bay show, just be lazy. You don't want to
Yeah.
send that email to me. You got to figure out. You got to figure out Eventbrite. You got to figure out. You know what I mean?
Not worth it.
Eat the $15
Eat the 15 and then buy another ticket when it gets rescheduled.
for 25.
Yeah.
Jack up the prices.
You know what I will say in my defense?
Sure.
I have gotten a few free donuts from Quick Trip from tweeting.
From
I bought a stuffed long john, and it was in the stuffed long john tray, but it didn't have any stuffing cream in it. And so I tweeted them, and they contacted my store, and they told me I could pick up a dozen donuts. Did I never tell you about that?
You did.
Oh yeah.
You absolutely did. But I do not remember the phrase stuffed long john.
Yeah, cream filled.
No stuffing it in your stuffed long john.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Twitter is for complaining about stuffed long johns having no stuffing in them.
They took care of me. That's my favorite gas station chain just because of that.
Yeah, you'll always go back to Quick Trip unless there's a gas station across the street with gas even 1 penny less.
Well, that's true. If I'm getting gas, yeah, but if it's for donuts, it's always Quick Trip.
Donuts for Quick Trip. Yeah, and then and then now we're in California. That's why I don't have the mic here. We're at my in-laws, my father-in-law's house, and his
what city?
wife Showray in Long Beach, California. So we're having a nice time. But it is funny, every time I hang out here or with my father-in-law, it is like I can't get past the meet the parents stage of in-law stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but I just never. So like literally, we were here. There's always something. Like I'm setting off fire alarms, or I'm like
spray painting the
thing,
cat.
And I was sitting. I was reading a book out on his patio, and I'm sitting in one of these plastic Adirondack chairs.
Yeah.
And if you lean, anyway, I leaned back just a little bit. The thing snapped. Like I just broke the chair. And Heidi was like halfway in the patio. She was like talking to her dad who was inside, and then also talking to me who was outside. And the chair broke. And she's like, no one can have any sympathy for you when you break a chair. Like, even though it's
Yeah.
kind of a scary thing and you should check on people if they're hurt, it's just the reaction is too hilarious and embarrassing. And like your first reaction is like, oh my God, you fucking broke it. It just broke. I mean, you weren't like jumping on it or anything.
Who breaks
No,
a chair? And why is your head bleeding?
I broke a chair and it's very embarrassing.
Ah,
Very, very like your face gets hot. It's happened to me a couple times actually. And I'm not like I'm not a huge fat guy or anything. It's just I don't know what's going on.
so it's plastic chairs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so you're in Long Beach. You're gonna go to
Um,
the Laugh Factory?
no, I'm not doing anything because I floated a show. You ever do that? You ever
What does
float
that
a
mean?
show to Aaron?
Floated a show?
Float a show, soft launch it. Just go, hey, yeah, we'll be down there. Maybe one night I'll go over to the Comedy Magic or something. Did not,
Did
did not,
not Was not received well.
was not received well. So I just
Yeah.
treated.
Hey, you know Mary Mack?
Yeah.
She's doing the Tonight Show tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. I love Mary Mack. She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's a
Good.
Wisconsin legend.
Yep.
It's really that. See, she has the accent, like the strong,
Right.
long accent.
Yep. Yep.
That's what you need.
Yeah. That there's Charlie Barron's. He's already.
He's already doing it.
I need a gimmick.
You need something.
Need something. This fucking mildly funny jokes is cutting it.
That's what we do. We're like, all right, I've got the mildly funny jokes. Now what do I need? Really funny jokes? No, 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 no. I need,
Nah, that's unoriginal. There's a lot of people doing that.
I'll tell you what I need. Here's the future of comedy. This is crazy, this Instagram thing. Writing jokes that go over videos. The audio of your humor has to be able to be played over the video of
Oh,
mom influencers showing videos of their kids. So every
yeah.
joke you write, you should be thinking about that at the beginning of it. Like how, because okay, so you remember you asked me like what has more?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
video. So I was like, oh, well,
Your recording?
mine has like 7 million views. So that has to be the most. And then all these other things are like maybe propelling it.
Yeah.
But there's no way. I'm gonna look right now. This lady has let me see. Because it keeps getting sent to me. People keep sending me not my joke. They're
But the
like,
other
this came
person,
across my
the
feed.
audio of your joke.
The audio of my joke because it's this lady who posted it on her thing, and she's a mommy blogger or
Well,
whatever.
you could do it how you did it about kids and casts, or you could talk about your son's penis. Because
Yeah,
that's what happened to mine.
that's right. And wait, did everyone and you got positive reinforcement on that from the mommy bloggers?
And I did not get notified by the mommy bloggers. I just someone took the voice of it, and that person,
Oh, but they did the lip syncing thing.
yeah. Whereas like the husband, it's my voice, but the husband and the wife are talking to each other, but it's me telling the joke.
Yeah, like they're doing like a sketch. That's always what creative people.
Yeah,
They're doing a sketch
of my joke.
joke where they're literally just mouthing it. Anyway, I can't find 36 million was what it was when I looked.
Oh,
Six. And so of course these guys like these comics who I haven't seen in years, they're sending it to me like, oh my God, dude, this came across my feed, but it's not me. It's just a video of this lady's kids with my joke playing underneath.
yeah, and that's like that. I want. So, what's your take on that? Like, when you're posting a video on TikTok or something, you can be like, "Oh, you can allow people to do that," or you can say, "No, you can't."
What am I gonna do? Of course I'm gonna allow it. Like I don't you just want people to see it.
Well, I mean, I allow it too, but it's not like, "Oh, that'll get me exposure." Nobody
Nobody's looking to see who
gives
the
you
comic
an
is.
ounce of credit.
No. They're like, man, that lady's hilarious.
Yeah.
Where's this park that has a comedy club in the corner where you get to listen to stand up while their kids are
Yeah.
playing?
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, shit. But yeah, you of course you say yes because it's just like you're not coming at Instagram or TikTok from a position of strength.
Right. Right. Right.
We have very little leverage with the social media companies.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what else? We should make this quick because these people could be back any minute.
Oh, should we jump into? I
Maybe.
just first of all, I just real quick. I was
Yeah.
so livid. I was so livid. Last night I was like, it took me forever to find a video because all my
Oh,
videos, I'm
okay.
trying to create this ad for my show for the listener because Andrew's an expert at promoting self-produced shows.
No,
This is me
but
dipping my toe in, and oh my god, all the videos are, they're either Cavalry promos or my kids from 4 years ago. Because every time I would post a stand up, it's from my personal page because I'm an idiot. And so I was like, oh, I'll upload a video. And then I upload a video. It takes forever to get there. It says it's uploaded, it's not available. And it finally pops up. And then I get a notification at the same time that's like, Drybar is monetizing off of this video that you uploaded due to copyright issues. I'm like,
oh, so dry bar won't let you do it.
no, it has nothing to do with dry bar. It's just, I mean, the rejection where it's like, oh, your thing is not, your thing is flagged as a scam. You're misleading people to make money off of them. And I'm like, did I check a wrong box? Because this is pretty clear what this is.
It's
It's a
very
clean
frustrating.
joke. What?
Oh, wait a minute. So the joke you posted was from dry bar or not?
Yeah, I took like a, minute long chunk
But
from my dry bar.
that could be why it got flagged, is what I'm saying. Because dry bar might not have you might not have like permission, quote unquote.
Yeah, but that's not what because when I dug for what the reason is, when I clicked on, that's not our business that's against our business standards. And I clicked on it for the reasoning and it said it's been flagged as trying to scam people out of money or trick people.
I've never gotten that one.
Ugh.
It's who cares? You know what? Did you talk to Zach about ticket sales, see where they're at? Maybe you don't even have to do this.
Yeah, I asked him and I forget. He did not give me a number. I forgot what his politician's response was. Number of tickets isn't important these days.
I grew up in a middle class family. Let me tell you. They always grow up in a middle class. No one wants to say they grew up in a low class. I was in a shit. My family,
We would
not.
drink each other's pee for dinner.
We,
You got my vote, buddy.
we drank each other's pee at dinner. And I mean, I know there was water, but it's something we did.
Actually, we were pretty well off, but we still did it.
We want to stay connected.
Yeah. To you people. Yeah, we wanted to live like you people. I did ask, I forgot to tell you, in Peoria, two people came to my show that were friends of Zach's. Like, hey, Zach told us you're doing a show here. So that was cool.
Well, he's sending people to that show.
Yeah, sending people to the fucking show that's a door deal.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. I was just realizing I didn't have a topic lineup, so I was checking my notes. So if we do topics, you gotta go first.
All right. You want to go first? You have any other banter?
Is there anything we have to cover? I picked the Cardinals.
You picked the Cardinals. I picked
a huge mistake. I'm already
the Packers.
You picked the Packers.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the spread's in your favor.
That's right. One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days, it's gotta turn up good for me.
And I'm excited to be able to actually watch this game.
Yeah.
I
want to get ESPN one day, but whatever.
Hey, did the episode ever pop up? Did you ever check?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should I do my topic?
Well, now you made me paranoid that the last episode didn't go up. But I'm Kevin.
What do you guys talk about on your podcast? We generally will check if last week's episode is up or not. And we'll check our feedback to see if anyone wrote. They usually don't.
My father-in-law literally asked, he goes, you do a podcast? And he was like, you can do it from here? Yeah, you can do it on the computer. I was like, what's it about? I was like, it doesn't matter.
It is up, by the way.
People
Actually,
listen to it. It's like, no.
people
Oh, you're
listen to
right.
it.
I don't know. Okay. Uh, you go first.
Okay.
What do you need backup on this week, Johnny?
All right. Let's see. Let's say you're staying at a friend's house. You're crashing at a friend's place. You're a guest in a friend's home,
Yes.
or you are having guests at your house. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Very
is a slam dunk. This is easy. We're in agreement that you give them a new soap, correct? You give them a brand new soap.
if it's a bar of soap,
Yes.
yes. Yeah. I just don't we don't I haven't had a bar of soap in my house in a long time.
Oh, are you a Dr. Bronger guy?
Dr. Bronner's family.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like
See,
the
that's
insane ravings of Dr. Bronner and his soap.
because you do you use it as shampoo and body wash?
Just body wash. But you can use it according to Dr. Bronner, you can use it for everything. You can dilute. You can clean your
Dilute.
floors with it. Dilute it.
Oh, clean your floors with it.
Well, and then you can
But does it work?
make it go farther. I don't know. I've never tried it on anything except for my body, but then that's what I'm saying. Dr. Bronner has so much written on the side of his bottles.
Yeah, that's a
So that's a crazy read. That's that's like Kanye level of success where they literally just let Dr. Bronner do and say whatever. His soap is so good. They're like, just let him say that, he's Jesus Christ or whatever he says on those things because uh, the soap sells.
yeah, it's good.
We'll put it in really small print. Hopefully nobody reads. Hopefully they buy it before they start reading it. And what else can you do? It's his company. But yeah,
What do you do if you're at a friend's? What if you do if you are at a friend's and it's there's a
well, this is
Matthew
so
soap.
apropos. This is so apropos because we were at my father-in-law's house and his
Yep.
wife's, and there's a guest shower here, and they have a brand new bar of soap wrapped. So not even a
For you.
suggestion that could have been used before for us in the shower, which I'm not using because they also have body wash. I'm like I said,
Okay.
not a bar soap guy anymore. So, you know,
How do you do body wash? Do you bring a loofah? How do you
no,
get it on your body? You just put it in your
no,
hand and rub it?
I squirt it on the ground and then I just roll around, and then I turn the water on, and then no, yeah, I just use my hands. I never understood the loofah thing. Just like lather it up in your hands and wash your body with your
Yeah.
hands. Maybe
Okay.
it's like, do they say you use more body wash that way? Like it's wasteful? Like what is the
Oh, I
loofah?
don't know. Well, just because you're rubbing it, like I think if you have a loofah or a rag, you're like rubbing it, you're like scrubbing. You're scrubbing it. Your hand you can't scrub because it's smooth.
I can still lather up. I mean, it's still getting soapy
Yep.
soap on you. And like to me, the loofah just seems like, well, eventually that's going to get really gross or dirty or like, so I'd rather just use my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. So what would you do if your father-in-law just had a puke-filled half bar on the shelf?
Well, I feel like we've touched on this before, but I would use the soap. I would ultimately just use it.
Because it's soap.
I would wash it a little. Like I would like put it under the water and
And
then
then get the
my
puke off.
hands and I'd get like that first layer just on my hands and wash and use that soap that now I've created to wash my hands because I touched the dirty soap. And then I assume like the next skin layer of soap is now soap, so it's clean.
Excellent response.
Thank you.
I'm voting for you. Good job. You pass.
But yeah, we've discussed whether or not soap can be dirty before. I think we decided
We agreed it cannot.
it cannot, but when you have a guest, I think the gesture of having a new soap is what you're saying is a nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've now done so many of these episodes, so many topics. We've had to take both sides of the.
It's not even how we feel. It's just a fucking speech and debate class.
Right.
Last time you were on the pro soap, so this time you're going to be on
Right.
the
It's
anti-zipper
practice.
backpack.
Can you, what's the true nature of the show? Like, can you back something up if you don't even believe in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So did you brainstorm a
Yeah.
topic while I was
I
rambling?
this is barely a topic, but I'm gonna try it. Um, people they're getting are you, okay, the scams, obviously this is like the height of all scams. Like this moment, I feel like we're getting more scams than we've ever
Yes.
gotten. Like between email, text, phone calls, the AI, the voice, they can recreate the voices.
Yep.
Okay. The one scam that no one is ever going to fall for is have you gotten the podcast, be on my podcast for $5,000?
I have not seen that. Ooh, tell me. Do share.
So you can, I've gotten it a few times, but you get this email and they're like, uh, hey, this is so and so from the so and so podcast, and we really enjoy your work and blah 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 blah. And we just want you to join the podcast, and you'll be paid a one-time appearance fee of $5,000. So just write us back your, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like they want you to be a guest on their podcast?
And they would pay
And
you
they'll pay you $5,000.
$1,000.
Okay.
So like this is to me one of the least, like if you get this, what I need backup on is it's just a lazy scam because they're not doing their research. Okay. No comedian. First of all, they would get more people to fall for the scam if they just offered a guest appearance on a podcast for no money. Right? Like if someone reached out to me and was like, "Hey, you want to be on my podcast? We just need you. What days are you available?" I'd be way more likely to say yes.
Right.
Because once I hear you're going to pay me $5,000 to do it, like it's like obviously, like what are you talking about?
But
It's
what
like
is the scam? Like
I
how
don't even know. It's like how any of these scams work. Eventually, they get you talking, and then like they're like, "Oh, we just need your account number and your routing, and and they go
yeah.
from there. They get you eventually somehow. I've
Yeah.
never fallen for one, so I don't know how it actually
You've
goes.
never fallen for a scam.
No, I bet. I bet. Now that makes me sound well. Like I'm sure
No,
I've
you're
fallen for
just
like
not a moron.
practical
What?
jokes or something. At some point, I've fallen for lies or whatever before. I'm not like, but like an actual scammer off the internet, no. And I'm so suspicious of these scams that like I'm sure I have rejected opportunities. Like,
You get like the Tonight Show. You're like,
yeah,
yeah, go fuck yourself.
yeah,
Ah,
right.
nice
Dairy
try.
cats, try again.
Can I? I'll tell you a scam I fell for when I was me and my buddy, 19 years old, New York City. I think I was either living there or visiting there with my brother, and I had my friend come and visit for a few days. And we're walking around, and we must have just been screaming out, "Hey, we are naive Midwestern morons."
Cannot imagine a 19-year-old, six
And
foot five Johnny Beaner
this
flopping around Times Square.
this guy comes up to us. He's like, "Hey, you guys want fake IDs?" And we were like, "Yeah." He's like, all right, we can follow me." And we just, we're walking around like trying to be safe. We're like, okay, we're not going to go in any weird places. We're not going to get fucking killed or abducted. So we're like, and he's just like, yeah, okay. He takes. We swore for years. This was so long ago. We didn't tell a soul for like 20 years.
Oh, because you were so like
So
embarrassed.
embarrassed. It's so stupid. So the guy's like, all right, the guy that comes down, the guy that's going to take the picture, uh, he knows if you have, I can't even, it sounds, I can't even remember, but for some reason he was like, they're going to know if you have extra cash on you. So you have to give me your cash to hold. And because they have like a machine that they can tell if you have cash on you or something. And he takes us to a downstairs Arby's. And he's like, all right, he's gonna be here. I'll go get him. We're sitting. in this downstairs fast food place. And we're just like, oh, this is going to be awesome. What are you what are you going to have your name be? What are you going to have your name be? Oh, I'm going to make my name something funny. And just, 5 minutes goes by and we're both just like, oh, you don't think he's not, like, not coming back to you.
I was just gonna ask you how long you
Oh,
waited.
I don't think it was too long. I mean, I think it was like, 2-3 minutes go by and you start to realize, wait a minute, we just gave him all the cash we had.
That's literally the wallet. I think you literally fell for the wallet inspector joke. You know that from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Wallet inspector? Hey, that's not the wallet inspector.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's, that's legendary.
And
These
we're just walking
scammers,
around.
they've had to get better because they're more creative because nobody has cash anymore. In the old days, they could just do that. Just look at some dumbasses and go, hey, give me all your money because the machine's going to know if you have money in your pocket. My buddy, Brian Moot, told me one where he got, this is like hardly even a scam. It's more just like he got muscled, but they were in Greece.
Yeah.
It was like the middle of the day and there's some hot chick or something out front and waved him in to the bar and started buying him, the bartender, whatever, whoever she was, started buying him Ouzo shots. Like, I'll buy this one and you want another one. And then she poured one more and then it was like 200 euros a shot. So then like, she was like, well, I bought you the first one, but then this next 2 or 3. So it was like his bill's like this astronomical thing. And then he was like, oh, fuck it, I'm not paying that. So he just starts walking. And then they have these giant Greek bouncers there,
Oh, fuck.
He got stuck. He had to go like.
So like the scam is that you think she's paying for all.
Yeah,
of
she's. Oh,
no, I just got the
this
first.
lady's buying me, this handsome American, a bunch of shots just because it's a slow day or whatever. But what they say about those scams is like, sometimes you're being, at some point you're so far along down it,
you just let it go.
Like, this guy's not going to give me a fake ID, but you're just like, it's too uncomfortable or want to admit defeat or whatever it is. Like, let's just get it over with. Let's just take all my money, please. I can get out of here and not tell anybody about this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, I'm backing you up, dude.
All right.
Is that what it was?
It was your topic.
God, this is a great podcast. What my father-in-law was talking about.
I'm backing you up, whatever it was. Oh, it was my turn.
I forget what I'm even asking for backup for. I guess basically,
was it about the scams?
If you're gonna take time to scam me, how about some quality scams, guys? Something realistic.
Yeah, step it up so I can feel proud that I figured it out.
This is me throwing my gauntlet down. Like, hey, I haven't fallen for one yet, so bring it on.
Yeah.
I've deleted a lot of. Hey, Andrew, this is your brother. Oh, fucking yeah, right. I need a kidney. Sure you do. Oh, yeah. Match. Okay. Let's see.
All right. You got to plug anything?
Let's plug some stuff. Boise, Idaho. I will be at the Mad Swede Brewing Hall, November 1st and 2nd. Boise, November 1st and 2nd, Friday, Saturday. Tickets on my website, andrewcomedy.com. Johnny?
I will be at the Aztec Shawnee Theater Friday, October 25th. For the love of God, tell everyone you know that lives in Kansas City. I don't know if I'm going to get ads out to advertise this.
It's not a scam.
Not a scam. Yeah. And then Milwaukee, November 9th. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell. It's a don't tell show. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell. I don't even know where it's going to be.
Well, I'll tell.
Yeah, I'll tell you when it gets close.
Okay. All right. That's it. Thank you.
All right, folks.
For listening to
The Cavalry.